Those afternoon wind chills, they're into the -20s and not really budging here as we go through the rest of the day, the evening, and even overnight tonight. Now, overnight it may get a little better because the winds will ease up a little bit, but these temperatures are running still well below seasonal. We're going to have dry conditions today and tonight across Toronto. We've got snow squalls happening well outside of the city. Your morning wake-up wind chill, we're rebounding slightly. It's going to feel like -15 as you wake up tomorrow. And in fact, tomorrow will be a day that we come back to seasonal for one day, and then another deep freeze will hit us as we head towards the end of the week. Today, the snow squalls, those winds have been west-southwesterly. These ones here off of Lake Erie and Lake Ontario catching the whole length or the whole fetch of the lake. So that's where you get the most intense snow squalls, when it can pick up moisture along the whole length of the lakes. Let's focus in on Georgian Bay. Of course, it's a smaller fetch, right, across. We are still getting these intense snow bands. The snow squall watches and warnings are in place here, 20 to 40 centimeters east of Georgian Bay, and possibly an additional 10 to 20 centimeters down towards Barrie. These two squalls, though, this one just grazing Prince Edward County, and this one hitting upstate New York. However, they are expected to wiggle back to the north a little bit here as we head into this evening. So there is a watch in place. These will get upgraded to a warning if those squalls do push north here as we head into this evening. So as we go through tonight, the squalls are going to target areas well outside of the city of Toronto. Now here comes our Alberta clipper. Around 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, we'll start to get into some light snow. I'm hoping the heaviest will start after 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, with the heaviest late morning and through the middle of the day. We'll taper off the clipper. It will exit, and then attention turns back into lake effect snow with these west-southwest winds. So you can see those familiar lines of moisture, those snow squalls. Although we may get some flurries into Toronto on Thursday morning, most of the squalls through Thursday and Friday are going to be well outside of the city to the north of us with that west wind, pretty much like what's happening today. The clipper snow, 5 to 10 centimeters, but I'm thinking closer to 10 to 15 centimeters once you get out towards the east end, especially Oshawa, Clarington. With the winds off the lake, you're going to start to see some double-digit snowfall accumulations. This includes Scarborough eastward, even across East York. You've got the potential for seeing some of those higher snowfall amounts, closer to about 5 to 6 centimeters for Toronto, and slightly lower amounts for the west end of Lake Ontario, because you don't have that lake enhancement here with those winds. However, everyone is going to have to shovel, and travel will be slow through, especially the middle of the day tomorrow. We talked about those temperatures coming back up to seasonal, so a little bit of a reprieve from the cold. However, that is only going to be a one-day affair. The next cold surge is likely going to be the most intense that we have had so far this season. If we take a look at the top 4 coldest days so far that we've had, the coldest was close to -9, and that was January 15th, and I'm forecasting for Saturday -13. And that is going to be sort of the depth here, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of that cold. Those are daytime highs, not including wind chill. Remember, the average high is -2. But the overnight lows also dropping to dangerous territory. With the wind, you add on some wind on top of this, and we could be looking at wind chill values close to -30. The other thing you need to know for the weekend is that there is a major high impact winter storm coming for the U.S. It is going to be prolonged. It starts Friday and it goes through until the Sunday and Monday. Okay, so what we know now, this thing is still out in the Pacific. We know there's going to be a heavy swath of snow and a heavy swath of ice. And the ice, because it is going to be so prolonged, and then cold air coming back down on the backside of it, lots of tree damage and the potential for prolonged power outages across the U.S. We are also watching whether the northern fringe of that is just going to graze southern Ontario through the latter half of this weekend into early Monday morning's commute. This is just one forecast model I'm showing you. We don't know now. The confidence is low on this. There are still a number of models that have this completely missing and staying south of southern Ontario. So we're going to keep an eye on that. It is just a heads up right now of something that we are watching before it exits and starts to impact Atlantic Canada as we head into next week. But there's the forecast for very cold temperatures again. Saturday, -13. That morning wind chill could be close to -30. And right now, I'm putting in the potential for snow Saturday night into Sunday from that passing U.S. storm system. It is still going to be cold next Monday, next Tuesday, and really throughout the rest of the month of January. Expect below seasonal temperatures.